Hello? Hello, people. How are you today? Personally, I'm good. Looking forward to do some stuff on Unreal tonight. Looking forward to do some good stuff. Okay, just finished the usual round of advertising in the different social medias, just to get some people in. Just because it's nicer to have some people with me while we do some of this hard coding stuff, right? So let's recap what we did the other day. Let's recap. By the way, who's there? I see a few people watching, some people watching. Hello, Tua. Welcome. Who else is there? So let's do a quick recap of what we did the other day. Basically, we imported a lot of items, a lot of new items. We imported them, and if I go here, I will show you. We imported a lot of new nice objects. Let me launch the editor and see. We imported some axes, some swords, some warhammers, some wands, some staves. I mean, a lot of stuff that we can use as actual items in the 3D world, that we can use to test the functionality of dropping items or picking up items, which we will do very soon. So here under weapons, for example, we have what? I mean, we have like this one, which is a kind of a double axe, right? That's what we have. Or we loaded, just to change category, we load a hammer like this one, right? Or we loaded some bows. Some bows like this one, right? Well, we loaded also some stuff like this one, for example, which looks very cool, right? So we have a number of items now loaded into the engine that we can use in the game. We can attach it to even when we equip. Well, it'd be nice to understand when we equip how do we want to do that. Unreal Engine has a support for equipping items already kind of built in. So he has the concept of sockets, which are say specific locations in your hands or in your back, on your side, instead of your character, where you can attach items by code, right? So that we can have easily, let's say, and I can show you. I don't think I have any declared for now, but I think we can add some. Okay, so like in this character, we could select one hand, and on one hand we could add a new socket, right? Is what we can do, and then it will attach then a weapon, you know, here on the hand. So we can also do that later on, but this has to be done by character at the moment, so character by character. I don't know if we can do it differently, having a kind of a generic one, but I don't think so. At the moment, we are not going for generic characters. We are going for specialized characters, at least for the final mention animations. We may decide to put together a few of the characters, like the ones that are very similar to each other, but in general, what I want to have, let's say, kind of a special, you know, flavor, special feeling when you are using one specific character in terms of how it walks, how it runs, how it moves, you know. And so that's why having different skeletons helps us a lot on that, because they will have different capability. Just one second. Okay, I'm back, and yeah, they will have different say different look, different style, and yeah, it is what we can do with the different characters. Obviously, these characters are pretty much, you know, low polygons for nowadays, for the standards that we have in today's games, but we are planning to revamp a bit of these characters and improve the quality, improve the geometry later on. So at the moment, what we are doing is to build the building blocks, yeah, create the building blocks of the game, and so yeah, from that we will continue. Hello Zwei, hello Calmos, Jess, and Soup. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So we do this effort together. I'm not alone in this fight. Right? I'm not alone in this fight. Which is a pretty big effort, by the way, because if you think about it, I mean, if you think about it, we're making an MMO. I mean, we're not making an arcade game, right? We're making an MMO, and there's really a lot of work behind, right? There is a lot of work behind. A lot of possibilities, a lot of code, a lot of models, a lot of music. The good part is that we can reuse a lot of what we have, you know, in the old game. Okay, so what we were doing, we were trying to add the targeting function. So we want to have a concept of targeting. So clicking on a character will select it, okay, which is a pretty simple concept. And we were doing this yesterday night. Now let me see if I remember where we were, but we were on, I think on, I don't remember if it was our plane shift character or the plane shift player controller. Because today we have, let me show you something more to give you more context, if we take our PS character blueprint and we go in the viewport, today we have a kind of a proximity, well, interaction trigger I called it, but it's a kind of a proximity trigger, which is this space all around the character on which we can understand if something is close to us, is in proximity, and we can trigger some I don't know, sounds or words or something else, right? So we were using this to actually trigger the interaction menu, but we don't want this anymore. We don't want it to do on proximity. We want to do it on right click and left click. Did I figure out the targeting? No, we didn't finish because it was very late and I had to go, so we are trying to do it now. I don't even remember where I was, but I think I will remember quickly. I remember that we disconnected two where is it? It's not here, in the set best interaction. Yes, we disconnected yesterday these blocks right, because there was this toggle visibility which was showing the UI or hiding the UI for the interact, because we don't want that anymore. Also, I've seen though that for some reason it was still happening because it's this one. We still have this one which is actually called by, yeah, we should remove it. Because this toggle visibility is on off. So now we have removed it fully, so it should not pop up anymore, right? So this we should save. And then what we were trying to do was to assign in the global settings here. If I go on the project setting, I can define under input all my keys, and we selected one which was select object, left mouse button, right? And what we were trying to do, we were trying to get, based on that, the object that we selected. Now I'm finally remembering what we were doing while I speak. So we were using the get hit array or whatever it was called. Let me search get hit and see if I find it. No, it's not here. There was a get hit result. There it is. Get hit result under cursor. So I followed some videos which was explaining how this works, but I didn't look at it until the end, and this is why I didn't understand it yesterday. But now I understand it because I looked at the video until the end. Basically, what it says is that you have here the channel can be visibility or camera, and in your project settings you can define the different trace channels and the different object types that you want to filter. Basically, actors are ignoring the visibility filter. So if you select visibility, everything in the world, we can click on everything in the world, but we will not be able to click on actors. And if you select camera, we will be able to. So this is what I did as a last step the other day, and actually our character was getting selected, right? And also I was printing out some information on the server side. So let me give you a short demo of this. I launch the server, I launch the client, and we see if it starts out, if it works, but I'm pretty sure it does because I tested it already yesterday at least. You have a targeting blueprint? Okay, yeah, you can check it and let me know. Check it and let me know. We are really learning here, so any input is welcome. I'm not pretending to be an expert of Unreal because I'm not. So what you see on stream sometimes is just trial and error, but yeah. So basically now, if I look at the client window, and if I click on myself, I still see cast fail, probably because it excludes myself. But if I go on the lady, wait a second, I think it was working yesterday, so it should still work now. Yes, exactly. You see, if I click on her, I left click on her, we receive this message: input action select object. You see here at the bottom, right? At the bottom of the screen, input action select object, and then we receive set target object, and we receive 7074, which I don't know what is it, but I think I printed out a unique ID for the object, right? So this 7074. Now I don't know if these items remain, this number remains the same, probably not, but I think it changes probably at every run. So we should get the player ID or the NPC ID, I think will be the best. But at least it works, right? And I can click on other stuff around me. And yeah, so we can get the selected object. So now that we have selected, I'm thinking in the old plan shift we were having like a visual effect, right? It was selecting the character. I think that Cyborg created a kind of a shader or something, or an effect to select, to show people when they are, to show people in different color when they are close to us. Now I don't know exactly where is that thing, and we can maybe search it together, but I think there was a place where we were probably here. Draw outline, yes, this one. Draw outline. Trigger overlap, cast. No, but why is not working at the moment? It's kind of disabled for some reason. Check if he's an NPC. Is player controlled? Draw outline. Temporary printout. Is printing. What is printing? Is printing a begin overlap of self and the object we are overlapping with. This draw outline should work in theory, right? Unless for some reason it thinks it's not an NPC. Right? Right. I don't know why it is not triggering, because we already have the draw outline. It might work if I update. Okay, then I will update. I will update immediately. Hopefully I checked in everything yesterday. I'm not 100% sure, but I hope so. Probably not. I see some items in checkout here. Ouch, my bad. I think I have some items that are checked out. So probably this will conflict. If I update, yeah, they're both conflicting. I think I check it in, and then probably just the changes I did now. That maybe adjust the changes I did now. Because I think I checked in yesterday. I can go back and check the video. I can override yours. but then maybe wait, you cannot write this because the server is up. Okay, let me. So you would like me to keep my version? I mean, to me it's fine, but I don't know if you want to do it. If you want to redo what you did manually, right? So I just did a bit of a mess. Let me just clean up. Unreal my project is locked. Is already locked. What does it mean? Okay. It doesn't like that. What happened? What happened, boys? Did I lose my SVN directory or what? Because this thing is not. Holy moly! What happened? Why I lost my SVN? Why I lost my SVN connection here? Looks like this guy is not. Previous operation is not finished. Okay, I understand that, but if you don't allow me to clean up, I don't know what to do. Seems that it's cleaning up now. Okay, cleaned up now. So let me update again. I think it was a bit unfortunate because I had the editor open. It seems you did a lot of stuff. So fixed some blueprint spaghetti, added comments. Okay, so you changed these U assets, okay, which are not conflicting with any of mine. Good. And then you did some changes to inventory window. You changed also crank character in PlaneShift player controller. I mean, crank character I really don't need, so I can take yours. I mean, crank character is not the issue. The issue could be PlaneShift player controller and PS character blueprints. These are the two, right, that we work the most on it. So I'm fine using yours or mine. I don't think I did any major changes since my check-in. Let me just check when I did the check-in. I did the check-in 2:10. Is this time correct? Did you do the check-in now, Cyborg? Because it says 21:15. I don't know in which time zone is that, but did you do it like 10 minutes ago? Did you do your check-in 10 minutes ago? If yes, I think that is really my last, and so I can take your version because I didn't do anything today, you know. So you can take your version. I will just take your version because I didn't do anything relevant, let's say, in the last 15 minutes. My check-in was really late tonight, yesterday night, so so I think it's fine. Okay, so let's. Can you hear me, Cyborg? Because we're just asking if you did. I mean, if the timing in. But I think it is. I think the timing in SVN is correct, so it's fine. Okay, let's launch it now and see. if by any chance that is. It will still trigger the UI now because I didn't do those changes, but let's see what is different. It's loading a million quests and doing a lot of prints out. Okay. I see the chat window has some transparency, which is nice. Ooh, also there is some transparency. Cool. Nice. Very nice. We also have a kind of a doll view. You managed to get a doll view into that. It's so small I cannot see it, but what is this thing? Nice. Very nice. But we only have two windows. How do I activate the other windows? I have to activate them from here. Like options. What is this? Shortcuts. Character group quests. Okay, quest is here. What is this thingy? Like that you move it like this? Okay, I understand. No, you can move it anyway. If you right click on the window, you move it, right? It is how you did it. So if you right click, if I left click, I don't know, it works with right click and left click anyway. I don't know what is this thing. But it's pretty good. I think it looks very, very nice. It looks very nice. Oh, and we already have are these already the correct items? I think they are, right? So it show me that I have 11 small battle axes and this is very good. This is very, very good. Wow, that's nice, thank you. So we can already display the items in the inventory, that's nice. I think that the slots number are, I don't remember exactly how they are, but I think that all the slots that you have in the keep are from 1 to like 15, and then from 15 up or 16 up they start to be in the bulk slots. So like this one, this X is probably going to be in the first spot, you know? Okay, yes, now the highlight is working. The highlight is working. So I would like to trigger this highlight only when I'm clicking on her. Clear selected interaction. Okay. Okay, so let's keep your version and let's continue from this. The quit button doesn't work for some reason. But I kept your version, okay? I kept your side. Yeah, I think it looks very good. I think it looks very, very good. So let me check the changes I did. So the changes I did should be based on the whole project, but if I go under project settings, I don't know exactly where the project settings are. Select object, left mouse button. Yes, exactly. So left mouse button. So if I go under, we said player controller, huh? Player controller, and I go to I don't remember if he's in PS character or if he's in page up, page down, right mouse button, left mouse button. Yeah, you see, left mouse button unfortunately does multiple things. Like here is dragging widgets. I think that if we use this left mouse also for the selection, maybe something confusing for the users. Let me just disconnect on trigger overlap. Let me just disconnect like I did the. Oh, you removed it already? No. On component overlap. No, it was inside set best interaction. Was it? Yes, is it? Is here this toggle visibility. This one we don't want anymore. Right? It's the change I just did before updating to your version, so it's fine. So this one we can save and compile. What I want to do when I left click, I think we should put all the keys in one place, because now it's a bit confusing that we have like, okay, UI related keyboard is here, show unpinned widgets, there is the right mouse button, there is the left mouse button, and maybe we can have a separate tab, or can we have a separate graph? I think we can, right? Can we create a new graph which is like mouse and, let's call it mouse and keyboard input, so we keep the things a bit organized? I hope it's possible, right? It should not make any difference if it's in one graph or in another graph. And we can maybe remove from the main graph all of this. We can remove and paste here. Okay, seems working. And I think I had another one somewhere. I had now it's super small, you cannot see that. Just 1 second. So, but if I go up here, we have like input action interact. So also this one is actually a keyboard, so I can remove it and put it under our mouse and keyboard. And I don't know if there is anything else. No, the other one is just begin play. So I think it should be good. I think it should be good. Okay, so what I want to do is when we left click on an actor, I think I will have to redo the thing I did yesterday, right? Because the get hit is not here, right? Seems that it's not here. Maybe you checked in after, I don't know, you didn't get the latest before checking it in. I'm not sure. Because I think I had the get hit before checking into. No, I'm not 100% sure, but could be. So mouse and keyboard. So let's go here and select and do the. I don't think I like this. It's very confusing to me that they are all in different places. Let's just left mouse button. Let's just put them one next to one. Yeah, like this, so that we can see them all if we just scroll down. Okay, I think it's a bit more intuitive for me if we just scroll down and we see all the functions that we have. Okay, so we have this one, enter page up, page down, and then we have left mouse, right mouse, and input interaction. Okay, so here we need input. No, it was select object, select object exactly. Input action, select object, this one. Right? So let's just do, if it's pressed, what did we do yesterday? I can watch my video and I think it will be easier. I can watch my own video and redo it. Get it result under no, by channel, I think it was, right? And this was camera, yes. Let's do this for a second. Let me see if I can watch my own thingy here. If I go under live, no. If I go under plane shift, official, live, then plane shift official. Then if we check the video of yesterday, which is, was this 24? Blended and target object? Yeah, it was this one. Just to recover a bit of the things that we did. Okay, here it is. It is exactly what I needed. So we just had a printout. We had get hit result under cursor by channel with visibility set. Why the quality is so bad? Do you see it so bad usually, or just me? It doesn't look. I mean, I cannot really. I don't read it too well actually. This is probably the maximum quality that we have. I may stream at higher quality maybe if this is the result. But anyway, we have this. Then we have a break hit result. I was hoping the quality was a bit better than that. But we break. I mean, can you read the break hit result? Can you read this text or not when you are watching on the stream? Because I mean, when I look at it, here, so huh? At the limit, Is at the limit, and probably when it's compressed by YouTube, you know, when it's compressed by YouTube at the end, it loses a bit of quality. So when we go and play it back, maybe it's not good enough. So maybe what I can do, I can increase my resolution. And if you take one of the, or I can just zoom in more, right? If I zoom in like this, you will see it. So what we did anyway, we break hit results, and then we called set target, casting the hit actor to PS character. Casting the hit actor to PS character. Cast to PS character. PS character blueprint. I think we did it to PS character, right? Yes, PS character. And if it's actually good, then it sets the target object. So it calls set target object. Set target object, which has a PS character as a yes. And in terms of objects, I think we have our hit actor. No. Wait a second. Set target object. Does this go on object or on? It goes on object. Target is self, so target we can leave it empty. Okay. Target self. So if the cast fails, we add just the printout, and we say cast failed. So if it's not you click. It's not we can say it's not a PS character. Yes, and so if it's pressed, we go here, we do this. Yeah, I think if I zoom it a bit more like I did now, you can read it much better. Then we print, if it's failed, print the string. If no, calls this function. And yes, maybe here we want also to use now the what was called outline, draw outline. Yes, we can draw outline and say outline yes. So it will select the character and draw the outline around it. Alright, which I think is good. And yes, hit result by under cursor. What does it need? It needs a player controller as a target. Okay, get player controller as a target. Okay, and the channel type should be camera and not visibility. Okay, I think it's fine. So from here, when you press it, it goes here, you set the target object, print the string, you draw the outline. Okay. Now, when you select something else, right, whatever you select, if it's different from the current target, so I think we need a variable which is current selected object or selected object. Let's say selected object, and this one will be of type actor, right? I think actor is is good. So it will be of actor, and this one will be visible. Okay, so if we can set this. Why I cannot take it? Okay, we can set it to this, and does this draw outline need the actor? Yes, obviously it needs the actor, right? Otherwise, how can you do it? PS character blueprint object reference. PS character blueprint. Okay. I don't know why it takes a character blueprint and not, but it's the same. I think we can just cast to PS character blueprint. I think it's fine. Right? We cast it to this as well, so we have both options. And we set our selected object. So now let's say if we select another object, so the second time we click, we need to then clear out the first item and then select the other item, right? So we should say something like branch, and in this branch, I'm just zooming out because I need more space. In this branch, what we are doing? Well, if our selected object is the same as, no, sorry, I have to do it after this, right? Otherwise, how can I do it? I have to do it after this. So if our selected object is object equal, we should have an object equal, right? What is it? Object equal. Okay. If this object is equal to the one that we are extracting from here, then we just clicked again on the same one, right? And if we clicked again on the same one, then I think that if it's true, I think we do nothing, right? So we don't do anything. If it's another guy, if it's someone else, then the first thing we should do, we should set the selected object to empty, right, like this. And then after we set it to empty, we should remove the draw outline from that character. No, sorry, first we need to remove the draw outline from that character, otherwise it will not work. So I have to go here. Wait a second. I have to go here. I have to take the selected object and remove because in the selected object I placed I have it as a PS character, no, as an actor. So I have to cast it anyway. I have to cast it to what? For now it's only character, so I can, but in the future will be also items. So for now, let's say that I can cast it to character blueprint, but in the future I think that we will need to do it slightly differently. But anyway, if it's false, I do this. I check. I first thing I do, I remove the outline from the previous one. Then I think I don't need that. Then I remove the outline from the previous one, and then I draw the outline on the new one. If it's the same character, we do nothing. I mean, this draw does nothing because it's the same. We clicked on the same thing. Hello, Quarantine. I can see your games, please. Sorry, I speak French. Can you speak French? 2 minutes. I can try to speak French if you want, but I'm not very good at it. Je peux essayer de parler français, mais c'est mon langue. C'est pas ma langue. Mais je peux essayer. Tu veux voir les jeux? Si tu veux voir les jeux, attends 2 minutes or 5 minutes and I will show you. So I just said to this guy that if he wants to see the game, he can just wait a few minutes and I will show it to him. If he's still here. I don't know, I was here a few minutes ago. Okay, so object, cast character, what it doesn't like. We need to take our hit object. Yeah, our hit object is used everywhere, so, but anyway, it's used here, it's used here, it's used there. Okay, so now one thing I wanted to do is okay, we draw the outline, we set the target, okay, and that should be fine. Now, what happens server side? Server side, it's going to call this function. It's going to call what? Under our Planescape player controller, is going to call select object, right? Where do we have it? I don't remember if it's on this one or yeah, it should be here. Wait a second. Set the target object, right? It is we call it on PS character directly. Okay, we call it on PS character, so that's why I was not finding it. We call it on PS character, and if we go to set target object, I don't have it. I have it maybe only in the .h because it's a short one. Set target object. Okay, there it is. Yes, I didn't do much yet, so I implemented it in the .h for whatever reason. Hello, whoever joined. Here we just print out set target object, get character full name, get unique ID. I don't know if for NPC we are actually loading all this information, but remember that here we are still client side. We didn't switch to the server side yet. So all of this is happening client side, including this call. Maybe what we can do, we can call it server side. I mean, we want to keep the targeted object server side for sure. So maybe we should do that. We should draw the outline. Maybe this one we do it server side. Yes, let's do this. So to do it server side, what we need to do, we need to create, like we did in the other cases, we need to create a new event, right? New event. So we go under add event, custom event. Where I cannot find it. Add custom event. Okay. And this, oh wait a second, we are inside our blueprint. So yeah, I think it's the same anyway. I think it's the same, right? If I do select object, and I have this event server side, so run on server, reliable, and then I have here a call to that one, so to select object. This now will run server side, right? Target itself is good. Then what I need when I'm server side, I need to call this guy. So I have to pass in one parameter, right? With this guy needs one parameter. Now for now is a PS character object. Maybe in the future will be something else. But let's say target object, and this one will be a PS character blueprint. And I misspelled object. Okay. So here we can do this instead of that. Here we can do this. And this means that we are server side. Now, target object, selected object. We cannot do it because we need a character blueprint. It's a bit messy, the fact that we are continuously switching between character and character blueprint, I don't know, maybe we could just have this draw outline take character and have everything as character. But, I think if I change selected object to character blueprint, then everything will be blueprints. But okay, so we pass this in. PS character object reference. Okay. And so yes, and then we set target object, update client GUI. I don't know what is this. Was a parameter on this function. Yes, it is. Okay, we don't care, I guess. Hello, whoever joined, welcome to the stream. We are doing some object or NPC targeting because we want the server to know which is the current targeted NPC. or current targeted object, because we want to give items to this NPC, maybe as part of a quest. So this is what we are doing. So let's see if we get, you know, if we get this printout, right? Let's see if we get this printout. I think it's fine. We can compile and save. We can compile and save just to be sure that everything is compiling. Okay, we can compile and save. Okay, we can close this. And we can launch client and server and see what happens. Right? Okay. I'm trying to check the chat regularly, but sometimes I realize that I miss some of the messages, or anyway, I answer to the messages after kind of a long time. I'm sorry, I will try to do more, to look at the chat more often. So, so what we wanted to do, we wanted to check when we, for example, if we click on myself, does it do anything? No. If I click on myself, it does nothing. But if I click on the proximity, still works though. It is a problem. Why does nothing now? If I click, seems that a left click is not doing anything anymore now. Maybe it's printing it on the server side. No. Why the left click is disabled now? Why my left click was disabled? I don't know if the other left click, because we actually have two functions that are using the left click. I don't know if they are both happening or if one takes precedence on the other. This I don't know. This I really don't know. But we have in our PSK. Let me just check if I connected it. But yes, I connected this. Is checking if the selected object is equal to the it actor, and if it's false, so if it's different, then it's drawing the outline of that particular actor. Mistakes were made. Not of this one, of this one. You fool. Okay. Okay, so we were drawing the outline on an invisible on something that was null, at least the first time. Then let me just remove the draw outline. Where is this draw outline? Draw outline is in many places. So we have one here when we overlap. We don't want this anymore. We don't want an overlap draw outline. I mean, it was a good idea, but now we don't need it anymore, I guess. So we just connect this to this, and this one for now we leave it without connection. So we don't draw the outline on overlap, right? We don't do it anymore. I think it was a nice idea, but we just do it when we, yeah, the only problem is that I'm just checking, because here, why was not printing anything? Should I at least print out the character, right? What I clicked on. I think we were printing it before, but not now. Now we are not printing it anymore. So let's print it. So if it's a new selected object, let's print out something here. Let's print something. Let me gain some space because we have too much stuff. What do we want to print? We want to print, for example, the name of this object, right? This is what I think we want to print. So the get name, the get path name, it would be okay. Get display name, get object name. I think a display name is fine. Let's print this together with, do we want to append something? Maybe yes, maybe it's cleaner, right? So that we don't have all these messages which looks exactly the same. So we will append clicked, we will append you clicked, then this, okay? Okay. Does it work within the proximity? No, I think we don't want it to work within the proximity. We want it to work no matter what. Because we were discussing yesterday, let's imagine that you select the character in the distance because you want to cast a spell, you know, and this spell is, I don't know, 100-meter range. So I think you can just select anything in the distance and then use it as a target. No, I don't think he's moving to another grid. I think the grid is good. The other grid is good. It's just that we were not properly connecting the pieces. I think it should work now. I'm just wondering if I click on myself, but I think there is a check for myself. So you see, myself is ignored. So if I click on myself, it says you clicked S floor. Just ignore the first piece, which is Idla Plaza 08 FTX, whatever. This is the name of the level, which for some reason it got into the, thing. But it sees I'm clicking on stuff. Like here I click on the landscape. Here I click on the blacksmith. And let's see if I click on her. Okay, now it works, right? So I click on her, and at least the first time it worked. I think it doesn't work because when I click on the ground, we are actually not clearing it out. So we clear it out only if I click on another character, which was a bad idea. So my code is not correct. But it worked. The first time I clicked was good. Now it seems that there is also a draw outline, still a draw outline when I go away from the character, which toggles the visibility off, which I don't know if we want. I don't think we want. Yeah, I think it's good. It works. Yes, seems to work. I think this outline is cool. I don't know how we would have made it in the old plane shift, but I mean we had to use a shader of some kind, and I don't know. But so what we do here is that basically whenever you hit something, we clear the object. When do we clear the object? If it's different, right? If it's different but it's an actor. Yeah, the problem here is that the hit actor, which is not good, because we need to, I mean, even if we click anything else which is not an actor, right, we should clear it out. So I think probably the best is just to clear it out every time. What do you think? So whenever we left click, we clear it out, and then we see if we have to select it again. It's probably easier. It's probably easier. Let's do this. So we draw outline on the, so we basically remove. Well, I always need so much space for everything. All this cast, I think it should go another place because they're just taking space for nothing. Why I'm casting this 1,000,000 times? I don't know. So I think the first thing we should do, we should just clear out the yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, so we get selected object and we put it here. It doesn't like it because he's not an he's an actor, and this thing is a PS character blueprint object reference. Can we change this to something else, because I think it's very limiting. Can we change this draw object to take set render custom depth, set scale parameter? I would like this not to be a PS character blueprint, but to be any actor. I mean, not the ground, so not the static geometry, but I would like it to be any actor. Let me see if it works like this. Yes, it compiled. This one compiled, so I think it will work on any actor, because we will have to select other items as well, right? So draw outline is fine. Now here we will get a lot of errors, I guess. Or not, because now this one becomes, I mean, I can do, so actor, so now I can do this. Okay, fine. Now I can do this. We don't get any errors, which is nice. So the first thing I do, I remove the outline from my selected actor as soon as I click. Then I analyze, I analyze the new thing I clicked. If he's an actor and is the same, well, we don't care about this anymore because we cleared it out at the beginning. So I don't think we need any of this anymore. We just do it again, So if he's an actor, we just display its name. Yes, we want to do this. So we want to print out what we clicked. We want to print out what we clicked, and then we want to, what the hell is this? Well, this one I don't need anymore, because now I take actor for this, and I take actor for this, and I take actor for this. So I don't need, yeah, moving it to actor simplified our life by much. By much, boys. So I can just take this and put it here. So then I draw the outline of the current actor that I selected. If it's not a PS character, we don't care anymore. And then why this thing it was double? I have no idea. And then we set, yeah, it was much simpler than the first version, huh? And then we want to set the selected object, our actor, and call select object with yeah, this unfortunately this function is taking PS character, but I think we should probably use actor as well on this function. On this C++ function, instead of having here APS character, we should have actor. Now I don't want to recompile now everything, so let's just cast it too, but then I think we will change it. So we'll change it to PS character because we know is a PS character. PS character blueprint. Okay, PS character blueprint. It's fine. I mean, for us it's fine for now. And then we will change it. Remember that we have to change this because we want it to be applicable to objects as well. Could you put in the cast failed for cast to PS character, so if it fails casting PS character, would it work? No, we just changed everything to actor. I'm sorry, I read your comment a bit late, but we just changed everything to actor, and so it's much better. We just act, because the draw outline anyway is a function that just applies to any actor. I just want to find out draw, because I think we still have one draw outline connected. So this one is disconnected. Here it is. This one is connected. So which was basically, yeah, this one we don't want it connected for now. We will clear it out later, but otherwise when we step away from the character, when we step out away from the character, we will remove the outline because it's the old logic, you know. It's the old logic. Okay. So we have to do. If there is a smarter way to launch client and server directly into the editor so that I don't have to close the editor, open it again, launch the server, close the editor. I mean, if there is a way to run it inside somehow, but I need it with a client server kind of setup, let me know. Because to me it's impossible, but if maybe there is a way, you know, because it would be much easier to just run always inside the editor, keep the editor always open, and just run things from there. But if I click on the play button, it's not really gonna work. Okay, if I click here now, oh my god, everything is getting highlighted, even this. It's pretty cool though. I like it. It's not what I wanted, but it's pretty cool. So if I click on the stair, boom, it becomes highlighted. The problem is that I see the other pieces. Didn't we say also the house get highlighted? The floor gets highlighted. Myself not. The tree gets highlighted. Here you see how the level is made, you know, like all these trees are all one mesh to save drawing calls, and all the top of the trees, I cannot select it though. I cannot select the top of the trees for some reason. Anyway, it's not drawing the outline, maybe because they are transparent objects. That's an interesting point. But we can select this, you know, we can select this thing and this thing. Nice, I like it. It's not what we wanted to do, but it's cool anyway. Can select this, can select this, can select this, can select this, select this, select this, select this, select this, select this. Okay, now if I select her, you clicked the Morian character. Okay, let me see server side. Server side, we should have, there it is, set target object mail Anki 6809. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so this is what we wanted. So now server side we get, and if I click on something else, a shadow goes away, right? So I click here, click here, click here, click here, click here. The only point is that I don't want to, if it's not a character, I don't want to draw outline. That's the only point, but it's fine. For now it's fine. So I click here, click here, click here. Right? I think it's pretty good. Now, this means we have our target selected. The question is, when we have our target selected, I want to right click and interact. Now the right click is popping up the UI, but Cyborg, I think that the right click pop-up UI is annoying, you know, it's not what we should do. Maybe we can have middle mouse button. Maybe we can have middle mouse button UI, or just have a key. I don't know, L, M, Q, P, something, or dot, or enter. No, enter is the chat. Enter is the chat. I think we can. What do you think? What do you think is a good way? Because I think right-clicking UI is not intuitive at all. Tab? Yes, maybe tab. Yeah, tab. You mean to switch targets? Yes, maybe tab could be used to switch targets, but because tab usually means go to the next one, right? Go to. I mean, in tab is go to the next one. I mean, the UI can be you. Can be you, or whatever. It will be user selectable anyway. So, but what I want to say is that when I right click, I would like to have the interaction menu pop up. Okay, so let's change this. By the way, we have our target object set properly now, which is cool, meaning that is this doing something already? That is using target object equal to object. Okay, so as long as, yeah, I think it's setting it already, so it's setting it to target object. So that can you remind me where we were crashing? We were crashing the other day because target object was null. Target object was null. We were crashing during the assignment of a quest. Now I remember. During the assignment of a quest, and that should be inside dictionary. The text was not found. Is not target object. Is target object, boys? Because it's lowercase. Okay. Get target object. This was the function. Get target object was the one that we were willing to use, but was not working because it was empty. It was giving a null. Now, where was this? Where was this? Was inside dictionary. No. No. PS attack. So let's close a few things because we have too many documents open, I think. Was here. I have a feeling it was here. In PS and PC dialog, you see, we said null, we passed null for now. Set assigned quest last response, and we said you fix me, need to pass the targeted object. So now we can actually do this, get target object, because we have the right one. So this should not crash anymore. Well, actually, it will crash if the target object is null. So if we clicked on something else, we need to do a check, because this guy may have something not selected. This guy may have the NPC. Well, it's inside the response, so it's a bit unlikely that it will click immediately out, but it's definitely possible. If it clicks immediately out before the server gives the answer back, it will crash the server, which is not exactly what we want, but okay. You think WoW uses Ctrl Z? Yeah, I think it should be kind of a, because you don't do it often, right? Or well, you do it kind of often, but not that often. So maybe a controlled something could be good as well. But this is one of the things that you will have to do immediately, no? I don't even know if we need it because we already have the menu bar at the top, and the menu bar is, I mean, we could have the menu bar always visible, and then with the menu bar you can trigger on and off any of the other widgets. So why you need, you know, a key just to show the menu bar? I mean, the menu bar is super small. Why don't we keep just the menu bar always on? And we have no key for so we don't have a key for showing the rest. I think I will do that. I will just keep the menu bar always on. Okay, it's compiling, huh? Since we changed the code, we also have to delete the freaking DLL. Yes, we do. So we delete this PS Unreal. Boom, boom, boom. We go here. Boom, boom, boom. Hello, whoever joined. Wow, immediately left. As soon as I said hello, this guy left. Or maybe he saw the C++ code and he was like, what? Well, while he's compiling, I can show something else. I can show some Plansheet pictures. What about that? I can show the calendar. I can show the Plansheet calendar. Look at this. Oh, it's still compiling, huh? Did it do it? It's still compiling. Okay, finished now. It finished now. So we want to do what? We want to launch this. We want to scripts. We still have the keys not properly set, huh? But I would like to see if I get an assign quest, or if that doesn't crash anymore. So if we are passing in the right targeted object. Well, I think we need to make it way more safe, in the sense that at the moment, if the user clicks on something else quickly, no, stream will not start soon. It started already. If we click quickly out of the window somehow, then you will lose the target, and if the code is still checking for that, it will throw a null pointer anyway. So. Hello, 10 people. A 10th guy joined just now. Let's see how many seconds you can resist for all this C++ code and compilation. We have a 10th guy. I know it's very small. The text is very small. I know. It will finish soon. It's starting up. Look at this big text. You like it, huh? Okay, it's starting up. So the client is starting up. We have to start the server as well. And what we want to see that our server, when he assigns a quest, is not crashing anymore. And I think we are in a good situation because where is my workbench? If we check the SQL workbench, well, we can check it now in game because we have our widget. I know you are feeling a bit like the Matrix, but it's fine. Seeing all that text scrolling in and out. If we check our character quest, right? We have a quest that is active, yes. So I think we can just go to the lady, say the magic keyword. And we cannot go to the lady and say the magic word because we cannot trigger the UI anymore. Okay, so we cannot do it. We have first to have a key to trigger the UI again, and then we can do the test. Boys, we cannot just go like this, you know, walking on the plaza like if it's a nice Sunday and whatever. We have to fix the code first, then we can go and walk. This 10th guy is pretty strong anyway. He's still with us. He's thinking, what are these guys doing? We're doing an MMO. We're doing an MMO in the evenings. You know, it's a typical thing to do an MMO in the evening. Say, oh, what do you want to do today? I do an MMO. I say, what? Not doing a freaking mobile game like 2 characters. You click on something, it splashes the screen, it gives you coins, people are happy, it takes 10 minutes. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do an MMO. I say, okay, but you cannot do an MMO in your evenings. You have to do an MMO with a company, you know, 200 people for 3 years. Yeah, I know. It's perfectly known. I know. It's not just me. You see me now, but it's not just me. You know, it's a lot of people. I mean, potentially. The guy finally left. I managed to have him leave. Now we have 9 again. The guy said, this guy is crazy. Fuck it. Let's change channel. I don't see any boobs. I'm leaving. That's okay. I mean, I understand that. Okay, so we were under our mouse and keyboard. And we were saying what? We were saying that we don't like what? We don't like the right mouse button for the widgets. So for now we will change it with key event. How can I? If I press U, is there a U key? This will be hard to search inside of this million thingies. How do I search key? Key U. No, key. Why is only key E and key enter? I want my. Wait. I want U. Okay, U. It will be U. Okay. I analyze the. I mean, for now, I understand it's not the best. Okay. I understand it's not the best, but we use U for now. U for user interface. We use U for a second. Okay, so this places sound, switches mode, flip-flop, set camera. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, it's doing the thing that he was doing before. Now, with the right mouse button, by the way, the 10th guy is back. Hello. With the right mouse button, what we do, we want to open the menu, the interact menu, right? Which was what we were doing with the interaction, with the component overlap, right? On component overlap, blah blah blah, do this, do that, add interaction. I was not here. Set best interaction, toggle visibility. Okay, this is what we were doing. We were doing this. Toggle visibility. So these are the 2 things that we need to move. In our mouse and keyboard thing. Here. Now. So if we right click once, it shows. Then if we click any of the icons, it goes away, right? Yes, correct. If I right click again, what is happening? What is happening is that we fix the target interaction, the select object. We fixed the select object. It is kind of working. Now we are changing out the interaction menu pops up because we want it to appear when we right click. Target self, which is the PS character. Yes, I think it's correct, which is us. And we go here and we select our interact UI. Now the second time I will press the right mouse button, that UI will go away, because there is a toggle, you know, on and off, on and off, on and off. Okay, I double clicked on that. I should have not done it. Okay. It's fine. I don't need this. I think it's okay for now. I mean, we right click, we get the menu. We click on something. So every time we click on our doesn't like it. Why don't like it? Variable node get interact UI uses invalid target. I mean, target itself may depend on the node not connected to the execution chain. No, I mean target itself, right, which is our PS character blueprint. PS character blueprint. Okay, maybe it's coming because I copy pasted from some other places. Why the interact UI is not here though? Because the interact UI is actually somewhere else. Where is it? Where is it, boys? Target selected interaction. Because it's our target, it's not ourself. Yeah. So we were triggering the UI on the guy that we selected. Okay, I remember. So I was just thinking something else. It's not like this. We have to get the selected interaction, whatever it is. No. We need to get the selected object, because the selected interaction is something else. I think we should remove that code because it's confusing now. We have to get the selected object, which is the one that we clicked on it. The one we clicked on it. This one is the one that we clicked on it. Then from this one, we should cast it to, well, depends. Yeah, we should cast it to plane shift, no, to PS character, and also we should cast it later on to PS item, right? And so in this case, if is a character, we do something, we target the visibility of that menu. If is yeah, okay, anyway. We get interact UI. No? Didn't we say the interact UI was on come on. Didn't we say it was on PS character blueprint? Yeah, it is. PS character blueprint as interact UI. PS character blueprint as interact UI. Well, why don't see it here though? Why don't see in this list of variables? Because it's a component. It's a component attached to my character. It's not a variable. Okay? So don't get confused. Is interact UI, get interact UI. But yeah, I want to get interact UI of this target though. How do I do it? Why is not allowing me to get it from another object? Oh my god, why is doing this to me? I mean, we have it in the other any ideas how can I do this? We have it here, but we cannot, you know. Selected interaction. I mean, it's working here. Why is it not working here? Let me copy paste this and see if we are lucky. What is the sync component? You open the you open an H file. I don't know why. The difference is because this one is an actor object and this one is a character blueprint object. Yes, I have to start from here. So if I do get interact UI, now it works. I'm so stupid, guys. The point is that I should have done it from here, not from there. Okay, it's fine. So we take our selected object, we cast it to character blueprint, we get its interact UI, and we toggle the visibility of that. And it is on the lady, okay, not on ourselves. It's her UI. It's her UI. It's her UI. Okay. Let me try to move everything a bit lower. Okay, like this. And here we can say that this is toggle interaction menu, right? So this toggle the interaction menu when we right click. Agree? Do you think it will work? I think it will work. So what we need to do now is to see if we get the quest assigned. You know what we can do next? We can try to attack the enemy, but because the combat code, no, the combat code is not there. Well, we actually can attack somehow because the character knows who is his enemy, but we don't have the combat manager, I think, ported. We can try to give him an item. Giving an item is possible. Giving him an item is possible. Attacking him is not possible yet. Which is a pity. A real pity. But giving him an object should be fine. We forgot to remove this. Okay, I can click. I still can click highlight anything at any distance. Like if I click on the big, wow, look at that. Look at my target. I can target the building, which is like 500 meters away. I cannot target the sky though, but I can target. I don't know if the sky is an object. Probably it's not an object. Okay. So we select, we right click. Nice, we get our own thingy. Now that thing will stay there forever because we don't remove it. So if I walk away, you know, that thing will stay there forever. Forever and ever. Look at that. I'm like 1 kilometer away and I still have the freaking text. I can go here, look. I go here and I can still chat with the lady. I can go here and say hi. But it doesn't answer though because our code is smart and it checks the distance. Look at that. It checks the distance. And remember, we did it. We did a check of distance. But the UI remains. I mean, we should do something about the UI because it's pretty bad. But like now, if I click it again, it goes away. Again. So we have a way to, you know, it's pretty cool. We have a way to put it in and out, yeah. So if I say hi to her, she answers, "What can I do for you?" Again, nice. Now if I answer with the keyword for completing the quest, which is I got the quest completed, I got my mug. Oh my god, I got an item. I got an item, boys, on the quest. So if I open my inventory now, which I don't know how to do it, I press U. I press U. Look at this. Where is the button to refresh the inventory? You removed it, Cyber? Because my inventory seems empty now. How do you get the... I don't remember how do you get the inventory. I mean, it's not that I don't remember, I just don't know. The inventory window is not here. It's the character window. Okay. Okay, if I open and close it, it refreshes. But now I should have a mug in my inventory, right? She gave me a mug. Let me double check a few things. The quest is completed. Yes, the quest is completed. Do I have a mug in my inventory? Well, I have few items. I have an item number 6 and an item 9. Number 9, 6 and 9. Let me check what is 6. 6 is a falcon, 9 is a mug. Yes, we have a mug in our inventory. Why is it not showing up, boys? But we have it. We have it. It's not showing up. It's not showing up. Where's this thing? Is it this thing? I think it's this thing. Yeah, I think it is. We have 4 items, right? Yeah, he's drawing this small thingy. Was he drawing it before I opened and closed, or was this blue thing here already, or it just appeared now when I closed and opened it a few times? But anyway, I mean, it's pretty cool. We can, if she's not selected, she's not selected, I cannot remove the UI. Interesting. It's okay. I think it's okay. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this thing. The arrow is if it stays on or it doesn't stay on. Okay, I see. I see it now. I don't know if I liked the thing above before. You try to make it more compact, but I think the label, the small label at the top with the check mark was pretty cool. I think I like it more than this because this is taking space inside the square of the window, which may overlap with you know, with other stuff. But okay, so now do you want to know the position of the items? I think the position of the items, I mean, if I have an item, let me check, because now the items are a bit messed up. If I launch, let me launch the old client for a second, and I will tell you the slots. Okay, I will tell you. The only problem is that I have to go on the database of the production machine. I have to go on the database of the production machine, which I have to do from this other PC. Come on. Wait a second, huh? I'm trying to access my character items. Let's keep a character that has less stuff because he has so much stuff that is not. That is the old client, huh? The one you are seeing now is the old Plan Shift client made with Unreal. No, made with not with Unreal, made with Crystal Space, right? Why I cannot enter? Okay. Okay. So I'm in the server. I'm in the production server now, and I'm just checking for this character. Was this the name? The name is Aerolog, right? This is my freaking name. Aerolog. So I have to do select ID from characters where name equal Aerolog, and I'm doing it on another screen, and there is the ID. Okay, and then I have to select star. Well, star will be a bit messy, but select what from item instances. You have to select, I think, slot in parent. What is the name of that thing? Is parent location in parent? Yes. Select location in parent and unique stats item ID standards from item instances. Item instances where character ID owner equal to the thing that I just found. And okay, this gives me, okay, we can order by whatever parent location, order by location. So we have, and then we select, so for example in slot number 16 I have the item select name from item stats where ID equal to this, right? Cider mug. So sorry, all this to just tell you that print screen, go here, right? There is both screens. Yes, there is both screens. So you can see my other screen and the secret one, the secret screen, the secret one. No, because I will crop it. Okay, so what I wanted to say, Cyborg, is that basically in the old Plan Shift, the first slot, so this slot here where I have the cider mug, yeah, cider mug is number 16. This one is number 16. Now 17, 18, 19, so all of these are in sequence. And we have 22, so 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 is empty. In fact, this is what I see also from the database, and 25 is the fishing rod. Right, 25 is the fishing rod. So this is how they are organized. Okay, starting from 16. Now in the inventory, let me check. I have something at 0. I have something at 0, which is item 544, which is a mace. So here, so the left hand, How can I do this? So 0 is the left hand, right? 0 is the left hand. And let me check the right hand. The right hand is 1, right? So the right hand is 1. Then number 2 is nothing. Number 2 could be the mind, actually. Number 3 is maybe there is a list somewhere in freaking our code, huh? Maybe it would be easier. Is a crystal ring. Number 3 is this thing. Number 3. Is this a crystal ring? Yes. Maybe I can search in the old code, because doing this mapping manually is kind of annoying. Can I search in the old code? I think it should be under PS character slot something. If I search finger, or if I search mind uppercase, let me try mind all uppercase in all open documents, character slot mind. But doesn't seems to be in sequence. Wait a second. I'm searching the right sequence so that we can spread the inventory the right way. I think we should use the same. Come on, IntelliSense. I don't have the wall night. Okay, here it is. 0, 1 is this list. This list is the list that we need, right? And you see that, yes, bulk 1 starts from 16. Mine is 15. So I don't know, maybe I can make this something that you can use in the blueprint. If I make it a real enumeration, and then what we will do, we will, I don't know, whenever you get the item, you just assign right hand and it goes in the right spot. What do we want to, how do we want to do this? I don't remember how it's done, so I don't remember how it's done. How do we want to do this? It's a good question. It's a very good question. Script. Calmus, you were not here before. What do you mean? I greet you at the beginning. I remember you. I greet you at the beginning of the stream, like the early beginning of today's stream. Okay, so let me check where you do this. Where you do the assignment in the inventory, right? Where do you do the assignment in the inventory? I think you do it somewhere in the widgets, probably in the inventory tab. When you receive, maybe when you receive something, you receive. How do you do the icons, by the way? Is this a separate icon, or I don't know. When you receive the items, right? You receive construct, blah blah blah. Target cache inventory cached items. So it is what you receive, right? Fill inventory. So you are getting this inventory of cached item from somewhere. Inventory cache command. Is this the function that I provided you, or I don't remember. Money, yeah, I think it has the money, right? This is the quaternion, yes, the XYZW, which is the money. So you put in the money. I know everyone left. They are leaving me. They are leaving me alone. I don't know what happened. It's okay, we do this anyway. Select a hidden game, set request inventory, request inventory. Okay, request inventory. This function is this function. Receive inventory PC, set inventory cache. Ah, okay, this is where you set the inventory cache. Okay, I see it. Nice. And well, you should remember though that you cannot do this, huh? You cannot call a function and immediately after use the inventory, because the connection client to server is asynchronous. So you will get the cache after some time. So you have to update your inventory. Here. I mean, as a consequence of this, because this runs, and after this is the upper part, right? The upper part runs, and then maybe after 20 minutes, I'm exaggerating a bit, but after 20 minutes you get the answer, right? So you cannot just run this first piece and then populate your window, because you didn't get the answer yet. So your inventory cache will be empty. You have to populate your yes, you obvious? Okay, good. You have to populate it from here down. Okay, from here down. And this is why it was not refreshing immediately. But anyway, all the logic is fine. Just have to be attached to the right place. We're just trying to fix player currency icons. Look at that code, boys. There's a lot of stuff in here. Fill inventory. We create a widget all the time, even if it's already created. I don't know. Stack count, inventory slot, set inventory slot, set targets for each loop. Inventory slot. Okay, how do you... Holy shit, this thing is complex. Ooh, I like this final one. Look at this. The eye of the eagle. What is this? It's like a place where you can jump down from. You arrive here and then you look down and say, "Oh my God, it's so far away." Where is the? So okay, this I understand. So you're setting the inventory slot. What I want to know is, in your designer, if you set the inventory slot as a parameter here, or how do you determine the inventory slot? What is your inventory slot? And the wiring is amazing. Look at this one. Look at this one. Looks like a flow of water. Now the question is, set row, set column. That is how you spread in the row and columns. The only point is that you have to start from 16. So whatever is the name, whatever is the number, if it's less than 9, it goes here. And set row 0. Okay, I will let you figure it out, okay? You did it, I think you can fix it. You know what is the 16, right? Can you take Cyborg, can you take a screenshot? Can you take a screenshot of this? Can you take a screenshot of this so you have it, and you will fix the slot somehow to match with this list, okay? Where bulk, I mean, starting from 16 is the bulk, is the, I mean, is the inventory at the bottom. Can you do that? Can you say yes? Can you say maybe? I can take a screenshot for you if you don't take a screenshot. That is the thing. So you have to, yeah, you have to just ensure that your logic in that particular in this particular thing here in tab inventory is is following that logic. Okay, it's following that thing. Okay, you got one. Okay, nice. Okay, good. So this we consider it done because Cyber will help us to do it. What do we have to do next? We have a target. We have a target. We have a target. What do we want to do next, boys? We have a target. I can play one Dota game instead of working. That's a good idea. What can we do? What can we do? What is the plan? We need a plan. The other day, Jess was asking, do you have a plan? And I said, like, well, yeah. But that was not very convincing, right? Because in fact, we don't. So we need to make a plan, okay? So now we need to make a plan. When we do it now. We need to make a plan. So let's make a plan together. So we need our wiki somehow. We need our PS wiki something. Is this the wiki? No, it's not the wiki. I need a wiki. No, my wiki. Come on. PS wiki. Okay. I need to log in. Just a second. Just in case. Just in case this login window is saying something weird. It did not, but anyway. So we need a plan, guys. We need a plan because we are playing with this thing. We are doing things fine, but introduction: Unreal Engine from source to window, engine, PS Engine, update Unreal Engine. This is all engine. Fuck engine. So let's do something else. Let's take. We will improve this page right now. We go here. We take this. This one as a URL, right? Engine department. Oh my god, what is this URL? It's just insane. Okay, whatever the URL is, we put it here. So PS Unreal, edit, introduction. This page is a collection of a bunch of tests. Okay, thanks for saying that. And then we want to go boom. What happens if I do this? Look at this. Okay, I want, engine is not very visible, but engine D department. But we want to do something like engine, but I want this image to be a link as well. Okay, thank you. If I do this, no, I want the image to be clickable. Okay, fighting my own wiki at the moment. Fighting with my own wiki. We can do this. It's not clickable. I want a clickable image. Can I do it? I cannot do it. I mean, the image was there. Who cares? We will not have a clickable image. We will just have a clickable. I don't want to waste time now, so I will just have a clickable thingy, which we will call PS Unreal Engine. Is engine understandable? No, because it looks like PS Unreal Engine. No, it's not understandable. We will do coding, programming, PS Unreal programming. Nice. Then we will have 3D. Nice. I like 3D. I'm reusing. You know, reuse is our first priority here. So we will have PS Unreal art, right? And then we can put them. We can put them in. I would like to click the image, would be much better, but I don't know how to do it now, so I would just leave it as it is. But can I just have a title? What if I do this? Does it looks any better? Yeah, but anyone will click on the image and then they will go mad, you know. You would go mad like, where can I click this? I was like, oh, I have to click the link. Ah, thank you. But anyway, let's do save of this, and then we move, you know. Then I want to move all this shit that you know here, tutorial, shipping, you know, all of this should be in this page. So all the engine stuff, edit, all the engine, building, engine, except from art, all of this, including the installation, who cares? We'll go into that page, we'll go into this new page, save page. Okay, PS Unreal programming, okay? Okay, good. So then art will go under art. Makes a lot of sense, huh? Art will go under art. And okay. Then we should organize this into maybe Windows or whatever, but it's fine. I will edit it better later on. We don't have to do it now. So, what was the point? The point was that I wanted to add here. I did all of this just because I wanted to add here a freaking roadmap. We should be before everything. Right? Before everything. So it is roadmap. And it should not be in a page that is as messy as it was. Right? So, roadmap. Actually, I already had a file where I kept all the. We already had a file, or we had a wiki. No, we had a Google Doc. Did we have a Google Doc for that? I think we did. Now, let me try to access Google Docs and see. What is Google Docs? Is docs.google. I'm doing it on another PC just because I don't know exactly if it'll which kind of document it will show up. Google. Yes, we have client function mapping. I think it was this one. No, it's not this one. I think it was an Excel file of some kind. Was an Excel file made by This guy. I don't have the link anymore. I have to search my email. It takes 2 days to find it. Well, because we had a list of all the functions, right? I think they could be useful though. I think it could be useful if I find it. Because okay, let me search my email a second, huh? Maybe we have a chance to get it. I'm on another PC, so you cannot see. But I have to search an email from this guy and then Google. No. No, it's not this. It's not this. I cannot find it. I don't remember if it was in Google Docs or if it was somewhere else. Or if it was just an Excel. But no, I think it was in Google Docs because we were sharing it online between different people. I was editing it with different people. The problem is that maybe it was logged in as another Google account. That's the problem. One of the many Google accounts. Wow. Just a second, bear with me a second, I'm trying to find out. So Unreal Engine. I'm searching my emails when we created this document. Freaking hell, but can't find it. So painful when you don't find something. Static build. No, this was 2016. It should be 2015 somewhere. 16. I don't know. I cannot find it. Cannot find it, boys. Okay, let's do another search. Let's assume that it was an Excel file. Let's assume it was an Excel file and not an online file. So if it was an Excel file, I don't think so, but let's try anyway. It should be exactly here under plane shift docs engine, but I don't see it. Nah. Okay. Because that I don't find it, because that document was having a list of all the plane shift classes, C++ classes existing, and I did a kind of a list of all of them. If I wanted to port them, not to port them, if it was complex, not complex, what was the mapping with Unreal. I remember I did a lot of work on that, but it was a long time ago, so I'm just wondering where that can be. I think I'm the only one that worked on that, so I cannot ask anyone help on this to find the document. Crap. I think it's online. I think it's Google. Okay, let me check all my Google accounts, okay? Because I think it's a Google account where I placed a Google Doc. I'm pretty sure it's a Google Doc. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's a Google Doc. Okay, account Google. Okay, this one is the one that I just used, and it was not there. I cannot find it, boys. Let me check on this other PC if by any chance I have another Google account, but maybe it was sitting on the, maybe it was sitting on the Google account of someone else. He just invited me. I used it, and I think if I log off from this PC, I will not be streaming anymore because I'm streaming with this account, so I cannot log out. What we do, boys? What we do? We redo it. We redo it. I mean, I can redo it, but it was quite some work. Okay, let me enter again with this Google account and search again in Google Docs. Maybe there is a way. My account, because all this are just Word files, right? I don't want a Word file. I want an Excel file. Unreal. There's no Unreal in this page. There's no Unreal. Owned by anyone. December 2014. Nah. It's very bad I don't find this document because I think it could be useful. Did I share it with anyone? Did I share it with anyone? Did I share it with anyone? I think I shared it with the rest of the team. Like, let me just check. Is Eonwind online or? I must have sent. Venelan is online. Is someone from Planeshift online? Because I need your help, boys. I need your help. I need your help. No, none of them. I can search in the emails I've sent. I can search in the emails I sent to some of these guys. There is an email I found which says, I just realized we can use the same Excel we used for the engine choice. I added a new tab there now. Oh my god, what is the freaking engine? Give me the link. This is the one I want. This is the one I want. The engine choice. I think this document was created by another guy and maybe he deleted it. This is what may have happened. That this file was not sitting on my PC. Unfortunately, it was not sitting in my Google Doc, it was sitting in his Google Docs, and then he freaking deleted it. This is actually possible, unfortunately. This is actually possible, unfortunately. I can contact the guy, it still exists, but wait, I found an Excel file. Functional. Ooh, wait, I found it. Oh my god, I found it. Is this one? But it's an Excel file. I mean, it's an actual Excel file. It's not online. Functional mapping engine. I'm not sure it's this one. It was called PS Graphical Engine PLC. I saved it somewhere. Wait a second, we can recover something at least. Meanwhile, you should think about the roadmap. Think about the roadmap meanwhile. While I'm doing this, think about the roadmap. What you would like to see in the roadmap? Oh my god, why can I see where this file is residing? It's so annoying. Docs Unreal. It's only this file. It was called PlaneShift Graphics Engine POC because it was like a proof of concept that we did. He has all the comparison between the different engines, and then he has one tab which is called functional mapping, which is mapping the different things. Crap. You know that the only way I can do it is to go in the logs of IRC, which I have somewhere, and check in the logs if there is a docs.google URL, which I pasted into the chat at that time, and from there I will find the document in case, you know, we are on a quest, boys. We are on a quest. We are on a quest to search the lost document. Okay, let's do this last test. Okay, let's try to search in all my IRC logs, which by the way I keep across the years, so I have them somewhere. I don't know exactly where I have them, but I have them. Just have to check where, but I'm 100% sure I have them. Should be. It's pretty easy. I just go into the configuration of IRC and I check where is logging at the moment. Please open this. Okay. Log in. I'm still on another PC, yeah? Bear with me. Bear with me. You can do this. I go under tools, options, I check whatever is the logging of this. Okay, it's under here. Okay, I found the directory. Okay, now I'm searching with Notepad++. I'm searching with Notepad++, finding files. We will search docs.google. In every possible file, including subdirectories. Okay, it's searching in all the IRC logs, starting from 2000, I don't know what, 2001, no, I don't know, 2000 something up to today. It's pretty quick, it's just text file, so it should be quick. And we see if there is a link. I think I pasted this link at least 4 or 5 times in IRC, right? Makes sense. Makes sense, boys. Someone just joined. We are on a search, boys. We are on a quest. We are searching a lost file of the roadmap, which we had, but now we cannot find anymore. Cannot find anymore. Okay. Dux, Google, Sim. Well, there is one in 2013. No, but it cannot be that. There is one in 2015. I have the link, boys. The problem is that this one may not be existing anymore. Cross your fingers. It's actually here. It's actually online. Pretty cool. It's the same one I downloaded, by the way. It looks very, very similar. I was remembering it was more than this, but maybe not. I found a URL. Let me see if there is a newer one. So it is in 2015, which is exactly when we, yeah, then there is a 2000. This mapping is, there is another file. I will show you in a second, because this URL I can put into the PC that you are looking at. Ah, here it is. Here it is. This is the one I wanted. Why is it not showing up in my Google Docs? I think I have to save this, because if I lose it, I mean, it would be very bad. Let me save it as, download as Microsoft Excel. I will save it because I don't want to lose this. I will show it to you. This is exactly what I was searching for. Exactly. Okay. 1 second. So let me just save it under Docs Unreal. So we have a copy, because I don't know why this. So now I need this URL to be moved to this other PC. How do I do this? Paste bin. I think we do paste bin. Pastebin.com. We paste this. That it expires in 1 hour. Is unlisted. Spam detected. Okay, thank you. It doesn't allow me to put it in. Okay, did it. Nice. Now on this PC, I do pastebin.com / that freaking URL. What is it? This. Okay. It is the URL. I don't know why it's not in my Google Docs, but I think it should, eh? Okay. Finally, I can show it to you. Okay, this is the thing. So it is the thing that I did. Now, I don't remember what was the logic of this. Okay, so let me just check. Can I zoom in a bit? Otherwise, you will not see shit. Is there a chance to zoom 100%, 150%? Okay, 150% you should be able to see it with this size, right? So if you look at the bottom, it might be very small, but we have client, common, NPC client, PS launch, server, tools, and others. So basically, in this file, I have mapped every single CPP file that we have in the old plan shift, divided by area. So NPC client, common, PS launch, server, blah blah blah. Then I have explained what it is. I have explained what it does, right? So like handle authentication details from the client to the server. Then I have explained the Unreal plan, Unreal plan. Yes, the Unreal plan is what we want to do of this file in Unreal. Then I add the estimated work, and then we add the status, if it was done or not. Unfortunately, I compiled it only for the first line, and then I stopped. But the Unreal status, but I think it is a good starting point. I don't know if it's a good starting point, but anyway, this is what I wanted to find and remember, because it was done like 2 years ago. So I have some comments like trash, client side, server side is it all, remake, new UI widgets, keep chat logic, remake, keep logic, logical server side, values replicated, trash, remake, trash, keep logic, redo. I think if we color this in another color, it would be a bit easier to read. But yes, yes. I mean, since this time we really did a lot because like server side. Let me check server side. Server side. You see all this port, medium, low, trivial, whatever. This haven't used. So, do you think it's a good idea to start with this, or I'm making it more complex than what it is? But basically, let's say when we migrate all of that, we have all the functionality in. Okay, let's try to make this document up to date. Okay. While you are trying, I guess, to write down this URL so you can access it. I mean, you can try. I don't know if it's shared. I mean, I can even post the URL if you want in the chat. But now the point is, I don't know if it's shared with people. Anyone with the link can access. But anyone with the link can also edit. Anyone with a link can view. Okay, I'm fine with that. But anyone with a link can comment. I would like as well. I don't know exactly what is comment, but it's just not that anyone with a link can edit. I think it's fine with me. I don't know if you want to type this incredible thing, but if you can just view, it's fine. I just want you to do changes here. So let's update this file showing what we did. Okay, we did a lot since this time. I think the estimated work, I would just remove it. I think there's no value for me to have estimated work. I would just delete the column. Fuck it. So okay, so let's check it with our code what we did. Okay, so we did a shit ton of stuff. We did a lot of stuff. So cache manager, we have it ported now, and it's working properly. Well, it's working kind of properly. So this one is definitely port. The real status is, I mean, it's done from the fact that it compiles, so it's ported, but it's not fully tested. Right? So I think it's ported, but it's not fully tested yet. So this one, I think it should be orange, right? So like we kind of have it. Cache manager we did. Chat manager we did. Now, does it work fully? Probably not. This also one is ported, and this one we have, right? This one we have. Can I color this? Client we don't have. We have creation manager, which is the one that we use for the character creation, right? We don't have the economy manager. We don't have the entity manager. The next one we have is the delete object callback, but it's not even listed. We have the exchange manager that we ported. We have the exchange manager. We have, well, gem, we somehow have it. We have the invite manager ported. We have loot randomizer. Loot randomizer, we ported it, and I think this one is good. We didn't test it yet, but it is ported as well. We have message manager. We have message manager ported. We have PS server char, which I don't remember what it is, which is the tracks that login, manage storage, books, musical, blah, blah, blah. This one we ported as well. We have question manager and quest manager. Question manager and quest manager, both of them. We have scripting, which is insanely important, which is all our scripting mechanisms. We have slot manager, spawn manager, and users manager. So we have slot manager, spawn manager ported already, and user manager. Right. So all the one in this color are the managers that we ported to Unreal. Now, are they fully working? Actually not, because there are some functions. Then ported to be tested. Okay, this yellow is so I was using yellow when it was ported. Huh? Okay, I was using yellow, but it's fine. All of this has been ported. So I ported all the bulk objects, all of them, and some of them are already working. Like NPC loader. Did we port PS NPC loader? PS NPC, no, we didn't port. Why is yellow then? Apart from the one that we trashed, probably. Okay. So in terms of roadmap, so I just use this to have a kind of a sense of where we are, right? In sense of a roadmap, I mean the big ones are combat manager, economy, everything that relates to groups in guilds, so which is group manager and guild manager. Mini games, but mini games we will do completely, I guess. The progression that handles the trainings of stats and skills and progression in general. The spells, the spell manager, and the work manager, which is crafting, right? I think these ones are the main one that we need to port. Okay, I don't think that this view is really giving us a roadmap, because this view is more, I mean, based on the CPP to ensure that we port everything. So it's not really the view I wanted to have in the roadmap, but I mean, it's not exactly the view I wanted to have in the roadmap. Okay, let's try to take inspiration from this, and make something, and make a roadmap. Okay, can I have a table in this wiki thingy? Can I have so how do I make a table in this freaking wiki? If I want to make a table, I have to use this orange apple. Okay. This sounds okay. Let me just see if it works. It does work, just with a different, doesn't have a border. I would like it to have a border. Can I have a border? No. I think I can. Class wiki table. What is this class wiki table doing? Oops. Class wiki table. Nice. This is how I want it to be. Okay, fine. So we have our table. So I think that we want to have, we want to list what we have today and what we are missing. So today we have the authentication mechanism. Right? The authentication mechanism basically means we can log in, and we can Can we change password? All this stuff. Well, all this stuff is yeah, we can log in. Let's say we can log in. That's enough. Then we have the character creation. Now the character creation is actually a big topic by itself, right? Because the character creation is actually divided in multiple pieces. The character creation is selection, is character selection, which today is kind of okay. I mean, it's not. I mean, is like basics done, right? Then we have the character creation. We have the character creation quick paths. This one is also kind of done. Then we have the character creation, how it's called, the custom. I don't remember how it's called. Custom creation. This one is completely missing. So this one is completely missing. So this one, for example, is one of the objects that we may want to do if we want to do it. Then what we have? Then we have the quests, right? And the quests, I think, are divided in multiple pieces. So we have the quests, say, just talk. And the talk quest, I think we have. So we can consider this done, because I think that any talk quest at the moment is working. Then we have the quest give item, which we completely miss. Then we have, I don't know if this table is the best thing to do. I mean, it is the best, you know, but I mean, it's a bit messy to edit. Then we have the quests. Receive item, which would be another, you know, another big piece, another piece. This one is also completely missing. We don't. Well, it's not that it's missing, but we didn't test it. We don't have it. Then we have the quest rewards. When you finish a quest, that is also completely missing. Then we have. Is there something else about quests? Well, there are few things. I mean, it depends. In rewards, I think we should consider items, faction points, experience. You know, all of that. All of that is missing, or at least is not tested. I think it may work, by the way, but it's not tested. Then we have the player interaction with other players. I mean, like right click. Let's go for a bigger topics. Then we have combat, which is combat player to player, right? Player to player. PvP, let's call it PvP. This one is missing completely. Now, then we have combat PvE, which is also missing completely. Then we will have, I mean, combat, I mean end to end, right? I mean end to end, I mean with weapons. Then we will have spells, combat spells, combat spell or spells. Well, I mean, combat spells and spells. Let's say combat spells, okay? Because I think we will do it separately. And then we will have spells in general, so like the completion of that, including the research window, right? This will be a very big one because all the graphics will be different. We need the particle effects, we need all of that. So Then the other big one is crafting. Crafting, crafting. I mean, crafting is just huge, but whenever we do it, it's done for everything. So I don't think it's very huge because all the server-side logic stays exactly the same. So crafting is completely missing. Then what we made? Then I think that, let me just see how the table looks. If it looks like, yeah, I think it's okay. Then what else we have? What else we have? Well, actually, some of this can really be split more, right? But can really be split like big time. Then we have all the part related to the actual world, right? So like world. I think we have well, this is partial. The actual world, we have so many places we need to import back, right? So we have idla to Geos, no, idla to, sorry, to Ojaveda, which is the road. We have, let me just copy this a million times. No, it's not a million because I will go for big chunks, okay? I will not go for level to level. So is idla itself, is idla to Ojaveda, is idla to Gugronted, then is Gugronted itself, the area, then is Gugronted to Bronze Doors, then is Bronze Door itself, right? Well, there are a few other small areas like the magic shop and the caves, but okay. So let's say, well, we can mention them if we want. So magic shop, then the city of the winged guys. Then we have what else we have? We have the Death Realm for sure. Then we have what we have next. I went north. I went east. Then we have the winch. And what else? Then we have all the caves. I mean, there are a number of caves, and then we have the guilds, right? All the guilds houses. Then we have to convert. Yes, I agree. It's right. Yes, I can. I mean, bringing the levels in, I think is not too hard at the end. I mean, I think it's not too hard. I created a page for it, and can probably split these tables though. Like the world can go by itself. You know, all the world I think can be a separate table. All the world can be a separate table. How do I close it? Close it like this. Okay, let's save this for a second. So we have, we can split. I mean, okay. I mean, we can split it a bit between. Yeah, let me check what else we have. But I think we have a lot more than this. Yeah, like all the GM commands, we have all like 1.5 million chat commands and all of those. So we have here we have character creation, okay, quests, I think okay, combat spells, crafting, okay. Then we have let's say all the commands like so commands in the chat like slash who slash whatever slash me does something slash advice slash help slash whatever. We have all the commands, you know, that we have a million and we should convert somehow. Then what else? Authentication, deposit. Then we have all the bank. Yes, bank and storage. Bank and storage. So we have I will put it before this because so we have banking and storage, which are missing. Then we have client manage combat stances, attack queue. Yeah, in combat manager, obviously combat has many subcategories because combat is, for example, stances. Wait a second, what I'm doing. Combat as for example the stances, combat as the attack queue, right? Combat attack queue. Then we have buy sell transaction. Okay, the economy manager. I think economy by itself is another point. So it is economy manager. I think is a big point. Then we okay, the events is fine. Then groups, guilds, bodies, alliance. I mean, all of that is a million things. So then we have yes, like bodies, friends, alliances, guilds. That's it. Hire manager, hireable NPCs. Okay, this is something we'll do completely different now. Cheat detection. Yeah, the cheat detection. I think we also need cheat detection and progression. I mean, overall progression. We need progression. Then what else? Main server trace down manager login position and movement. This one reported already. Scripting, music. We have a huge implementation for music. Music, including musical scores, instruments, etc. Then what else? Phone manager, spell manager, tutorial manager. Yeah, all the tutorial stuff. Then we have tutorial. There's a lot of tutorial thing. Weather manager. Weather, I think that Cyborg did a bit, but I think is more. There's more to do there. Work manager, we said the crafting. Now crafting itself is like a million things, but the majority is server side, and I think the majority we could reuse, so it's not as bad as we think. It's not as bad as we think. Then we have under NPC all the NPC intelligence. So we have, I think this one should have his own table. Maybe I will split it in more tables anyway, but this one should be separate. And for NPCs we have a lot. NPC we have a lot. We have all the traits. Well, the traits are similar to players though. When we load the traits for the players, the NPCs will go the same, right? But let's put it anyway as NPC traits. Then we have all the NPC movement and daily cycle, a daily and night cycle. Then we have all the NPC, let's say, perceptions. So like listen and get attacked and whatever, you know. So if they see someone in proximity, all of that. Then we have NPC tribes, which is the reproduction, you know, the reproduction. So they make babies, growth. Let's say tribe growth. Yeah, I don't know what to call it. And NPCs, we have combat, which is obviously the same as players, but it's different. So we have combat end to end, and we have combat spells. Yeah, I said we have 1.5 million commands. No, we have a lot. I don't know how many we have, but we have like 50, 60. I don't know, so many. If you do /tab, you will get the list in the old one, the old planchette. So we have all these NPC stuff, which is all under NPC client, right? And I think most of this will have to be destroyed, remade. Let's say, but I think it will be very different in the new. Then we have some other things like the launcher. Right? The launcher is basically the updater, no? The thing that updates the game. I don't know how it's done in Unreal. I have no idea. So we have here the launcher, and in the launcher we have also the updater, right? So how to update a game, I don't know how it's done in Unreal. I have no idea if something already exists or we have to do it from scratch ourselves, right? Updater and launcher, these are the two things. Then we have some tools. I don't think we need any of this. Others, we have my plane, and we have CS portals, we don't know exactly. And then we have a lot of stuff under common. Messages. All the UI. Yeah, basically we have all the UI as well. So all our windows, all our main windows. I don't know if we mentioned them anywhere, but we should. So all our windows are like our windows. I don't know if this exercise helps me or it just letting me see that it's like too much to do, So UI, UI is like a million things. So inventory window. I don't know if we want to list them all, but it's like a million. So inventory, quests, spells, character, skills, and what else? Petitions, and then you have here guilds. Then you have body. Well, maybe when we do that, we have it below, right? We have the guilds, body, friends, which is a kind of a. I think this one we can just keep together. Well, the guild is very tough, but buddies and friends are basically the same. and group as well. It's basically the same UI, just with different relationships. And what else we have? We have the help window. We have quest, I said, spell. Well, we have all the spells and research window. And I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, but we can then double check which one I'm missing. This way you get the satisfaction of crossing each one you finish. Yes, probably. So I basically divided as UI, authentication, character creation, all the quest stuff, combat, economy manager, crafting, bank, storage, body defense, alliance skills, cheat detection, progression, music, tutorial, weather manager, commands, all the NPCs, all the world, launcher, and the updater. I think this covers a lot. I don't know if it covers everything, but it covers for sure a lot. I mean, like, other things we may have are the skinnable UI, for example. We add a skinnable UI in Planshift. Now I don't know if it's possible with Unreal. I assume yes, but I don't know how to do it today. I can put it under UI. I can say skinnable UI. And then I think that the new things, you know, the one that we do on top of the existing Planshift, but which is a lot of cool stuff we can do that we were not able to do before, like new perceptions for our NPCs, hire the NPCs. We could have tribes be much more powerful. Yeah, one thing we really need to put here is instances, because I don't know if we want to put it under world or under movement, but basically I think it's kind of his own thing. But let's say the management of the instances. So if you enter a guild house, it's the same geometry, but it's a different place because it's a different guild house. So that one, I don't know exactly how to manage in Unreal at the moment, but I guess instantiation, you know, instance dungeons. So instances like for guilds and dungeons. This is definitely something that we need. And then, well, one other thing that we need under NPC is the speech. NPC speech, which is the one done through, so speech, I mean voices, right? Speech meaning with speaks, they're done this way, right? With the audio. So let's call it audio, maybe it's more understandable. We had all the audio there. What are we missing? Instances for sure. Any other ideas of what I may be missing? What I may be missing? The tutorial. I had the tutorial thing. No. I need a tutorial. Right? I need a tutorial, and then we have all the achievements, but the achievement I think we will do differently from the past. I think that we need a new code to actually trigger achievements in a smarter way. Okay, let's say we have enough elements. Okay, maybe I'm missing a few, but let's say we have the majority of the elements on the screen. Now the question is the priority, right? So which one we want to do first? Which one we want to do first? Good question. So, do you have an idea of which one you want to do first? My point of view, inventory and spells, and sorry, inventory and quests. These two are pretty much within our reach. So, pretty much within our reach, and I think they are providing, kind of a basic gameplay. I mean, you can speak with an NPC. It gives you a quest to get an item. You go to another NPC. You solve a kind of a puzzle or whatever. It gives you the item. You go back to the first NPC. You give back the item, and you finish the quest, right? So it is a very simple mechanic, but with these two pieces, we kind of have a game. We have something that people could test and play. Just with those two pieces, which is basically the pieces I'm doing now, right? So we are working on that. So it's these two pieces. I think are two good pieces to have. Now, like petitions and guilds and buddies and friends and help and spare research, I mean, all these things are not very needed. At least not at the beginning. Instances, I think, will be very interesting to know how to do it in Unreal. Maybe I have a guide I can ask to. To finish the character creation, but that is also a pretty good target, to finish the character creation, because anyway, once done, then it's done. There is not a lot to do there, but I mean, the quests, quest all, quest give out, yeah, these ones I think are the one I want to do first, and rewards. Yeah. Rewards work already, by the way. At least items works already. We get the item in our inventory, so this one is actually done. Combat, I think combat will come next, but is pretty complex. Economy manager, this one should be easy enough. I think that most of the server side code is okay. We can just import it and use it. Spells, I think spells will be nice to have. Banking and storage, I think, would be the last, so it's not really needed. Buddies, friends, alliance, guilds, ship detection, progression. Well, progression I think we need. I think actually the progression we already have, because in our well, there is a progression manager though, I think. Is there a progression manager? There is a progression manager, yes. Well, this one we can port anytime. It's not a problem. This one we can port. I think it will be relatively easy. I don't think this one is complex. The progression manager guy. So yeah, I think that my plan at the moment is progression, quests, and inventory. So we can have a mini game, of executing a number of quests that yes. So I think that what we need to port now is the ability to exchange items with an NPC. To me, that's priority number one. Priority number 1 because it enables us to actually make a game. I don't know if you agree, but this is what I'm thinking. So I don't know if I can add a. Can I? How do I highlight a certain object, or should I make like if I add something like release 1, what happens? Okay, I think it's good enough. So to me release 1 is inventory, quests from the UI perspective, and obviously authentication, but I think this one we have. Character creation, quick path, maybe not the custom creation, but just the quick creation. Quests talk, quest give item, quest receive item, quest rewards. Unfortunately, no combat. I'm sorry. Crafting. I'm sorry. Banking, storage, bodies, friends, alliance, guilds, cheat detection, progression. Progression through quests, you know. So I think we need this. Music tutorial, weather manager, commands. Commands depends, but NPC movement, no. Speech, no. Well, speech audio would be nice, but not now. Combat spells, no. World idla, I think this is the yes. Release 1. Release 1 target. Case no. Launcher no. Updater no. I mean, I think that is my release 1. I don't know if you agree, but that is for me release 1. Well, actually, we don't have the ability to drop an item to items in the world. Right? We don't have it anywhere in this list. But yeah. Okay. That is our roadmap. That is our roadmap release 1. Now we will have a roadmap release 2, but I think it's okay for now. I think it's okay. So what we miss? What we miss for release 1? Well, actually, we need also. I mean, for release 1, we need also a test server, or not? Well, we need a production server. I mean, we need to be able to install this thing and run it somewhere, right? Publicly. It can be one of my machines. Maybe it's enough at the beginning. Then we will need the authenticate. I mean, the character register, the account registration, and all of that. But that is the same as it is today in Planeshift. So it's a web page that brings you to the character registration and such. So I think it's fine. And I should save this link. And yeah, that's it. So what do we miss for release 1? For release 1 we miss progression manager, because I'm guessing that when our quest will start to award some XP, we will not be able to do it. Right? Do we have a quest that gives experience? Do we have a quest that gives experience? Well, we can easily add one. I mean, we can easily make one, but we're just checking if Well, this one, for example, is giving already a lot of stuff. This one is giving money, item, another item, and faction points. Why is not giving experience? Let me do a search where script like give exp. I don't remember if it's give exp or give experience. I don't remember what is the syntax. Or if it's give exp all together. No. I don't remember experience. Exp experience. Give for 3, no. Give 600x, there it is. I think we can just change, we can just change one of the basic quests and have this one give everything so that we can test all the functions. I think it will be easier than just work on different quests. So we can take the same one that we use on the mail Enki, which is number 11, this one. You can just use this quest, and at the moment we have give mug. I can add this, I can add faction. There was one that was very good. It was giving a lot of stuff. Which one it was? Come on. Nah. Okay. Was the one of the sandwich? This one. Was this one? Yes, exactly. This thing. So this, I think, is giving a lot of items and a lot of, all the different. So it's giving money, experience, an item, 3 items. So we test the fact that we can give multiple items, and we give factions. We are not testing here the fact that the player can choose one of the options, because we also have some rewards in which you can choose. So it's like, I don't remember when we have this, but there are some quests that can provide you one item or another. That is kind of an or. Let me see if there should be something in the database, because there is the test database, and no, it's not here. Just checking all the test quests if there is one that has this possibility of having 2 items and choosing between 2. This one is running a script. Wow, this one is interesting. This one activate mechanisms. I think mechanism will do completely different. This one is hiring a merchant. Okay. I have to check the syntax for the quest rewards, but there is also the one that gives you an option to take a reward. Unfortunately, it's not here. I don't see it in any of this. It is. It was the first one. Okay, the first one is give mug or steel falcon or claymore. You see, so this one is the syntax that we can use. So I don't know if we should put it in this same quest, because I don't know if it works, but maybe I can just put a comment and put it here so that we can keep it like this. And so if I don't know what happens if I execute it now. I think it will just go crazy. But if I execute this one now, maybe some of that. I mean, the items will work. The experience, I have no idea. The experience, maybe not, because we lack progression manager. The faction may work already. I mean, let's just try. Let's just try and see what happens. Boom. So we close this. Did I apply, or did I just apply? I apply. Okay. We need to clean our quest completion, because we want to be able to execute the quest again. And we apply. Okay. Finish. Then we relaunch our client and our server, and we see what happens. It's getting late anyway, so I will go soon. I just want to do this last test, and then I think we had good progress today. We had kind of good progress. Okay, so let's go get our quest. So to get a quest, we just speak with her and we say Goldor. And we need our quest. We get our quest, then I say yes. She's not selected anymore, so I don't know what happens if I do this now. It works anyway because it's her interact UI. Okay, that's fine. So we got a quest. Now we say I have. Boom, something happened. We received a mug. We received 3 potions of healing. We completed the quest. Now we need to check if we got faction points and if we got experience. So experience, I don't remember where. And also money, we also got money. Let's check if we got money. Well, we can check it in game now that we have our inventory, right? So if I close my inventory and open it again, it's not working though. Okay, we have it now. We also have to right click to check the item. We need a tooltip to display the. We got the items. We got some money because we have 1 of this. One circle. We have 1 circle. Was this quest giving 1 circle? It was giving 1 extra. So I don't know if the mapping is correct, but we have 1 extra at least. And faction points, we don't display them anywhere, so we can go and check maybe under character factions. We are character number 116. I didn't get anything. Okay, so that one still has to be debugged. Okay. About experience, I don't remember where the experience is going. If it's going into the main character or if it's going into skills and stats. Let me check. Guild points, guild unification, last login, spawn NPC, blah 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 blah. Experience points, yes. I think is where ID equal 116. So experience 0.0. Yeah, it's not working. The experience part. So I think it's because we are missing this progression manager maybe, because it's not really, it didn't really work, right? Okay, so I think that's all for today. It's late, I really have to go. I will be here tomorrow. I think that tomorrow evening I can stream more, and Saturday and Sunday I will be able to stream as well. So I think we can make good progress in the next 3 days, right? I think we can make good progress. So thank you for watching and thank you for being here on the stream, and I guess I will see you tomorrow.